What's good, people? Today I want to make a video, and basically I want to talk about the death of Tekken 7, meaning how Season 4 has killed Tekken 7. And I'm speaking based off the PSN community, not PC, because I don't play on PC, but let's get to it right away. It seems like nobody is playing Tekken on PlayStation anymore. PSN is completely dead. When it comes to finding rank matches, lobbies, nobody's playing anymore. Nobody. And it has to do with a couple of things, I think maybe it's because most of the players on PlayStation were Wi-Fi players, so they see that nobody's really playing against them. Because every time I run into, like, when I look at lobbies, all I see is Wi-Fi lobbies, and yeah, I at least see a lot of Wi-Fi lobbies. But not only that, even the people that's wired is not even playing anymore. No, I think people just lost a lot of interest in Tekken, and a lot of people just don't like Season 4 because it's extremely hard to find matches now. Like, nobody's playing. I think it has to do a lot with a lot of people unhappy with the balance changes that were made in Season 4. And I don't think a lot of people like the balance changes and the big life bar. People just don't like that stuff, man. People's characters that deserve to get buffed and get buffed, and the game. I feel like the game went backwards. The game went backwards. I feel like the game is actually more YOLO and crazier than Season 3 and 2. Because, like, they buffed all these gimmick characters, and they buffed up the life bar and didn't buff up pokes. So, like, you can just go kind of crazy and play risky, and you'll be alright, and you're still gonna do big damage. And by nerfing the walk damage, they also that messes up characters like Lee that rely on wall combo damage. You know what I'm saying? Because his pokes still don't hurt. So things like that is not good. They should have just what they should have done is nerf characters' damage output, not nerf everybody's walk damage. They should have just nerfed specific characters that did too much damage already and buffed up pokes and maybe made movement a little bit better. But they buffed up too many gimmick characters like Label Long, Safina, Marduk. Like, they're way too good, and they didn't even need all these buffs. So it's kind of like you could just kind of play crazy and you could get lucky now. Especially with a bigger life bar, you could take even more risk, especially if you already do big damage. So I think the game needs to change a lot, and I think if they try to better the game, maybe it'll get more people to play. But as of now, nobody's playing Tekken anymore. At least on PSN. Maybe on PC people are playing, but on PlayStation there's nobody playing. It's pretty bad. People are just tired of the game, and they're tired of the way the balance changes. They're tired of it because the balance changes end up never being good. They always buff up the wrong characters, and they always give characters like shit that they don't need. So a lot of people are just tired of it, man. They tired of the way the game is. Also, I'll be talking about the netcode now too. It's overrated. The netcode is like, I guess if you playing against somebody that's close to you, it's all right. But, like, playing somebody from West Coast or Europe is a no-no. And, like, I don't know if it's because of the rollback network, but the game it flickers way too much, like too much, and it slows down a lot. So that's a big issue with the netcode. It flickers way too much to the point that it's like hard. It's really hard to play. So what I think about the netcode is that it's definitely more playable if you're playing somebody close to your region. But if you're trying to play somebody from like West Coast or Europe or a little bit farther, it's still gonna be trash. So I think the netcode is overrated. It's not as good as what people say. It's okay. It's better than it was before, but you're still gonna have trouble playing the people that you couldn't really play before. It's still gonna be hard for you to play against them anyway. So it's a small improvement. Still could use a lot of more improvements. I just don't like the whole slowdown shit that happens way too much. Too much slowdowns, man. It's too crazy, man. Also, I feel like the grind to get Tekken Omega is kind of silly too. And the reason why I say that is because, like, you have to beat somebody so many times just to get a shitty amount of little points. But if you lose 3 times in a row, no matter who the rank is, you lose mad points. It's mad silly. I think it's super duper silly for them to do that. I don't think they should have done it like that, man. If you play somebody the same rank and you beating them a lot, you should get a lot of points. But if somebody that's a lower rank beat you like 3 times, you shouldn't lose that many points. But that's what I feel about. Hopefully, the new patch is gonna come out and like tomorrow or some shit fixes the game a little bit, makes Lee better, give him a wide stand launcher, buff his pokes. That's what they need to do with Tekken 7, man. They need to like stop buffing these broken characters, man. They need to balance the game better, man. They need to buff everybody's poke damage, buff up movement, lower character damage, not universally wall damage. Because like some characters they need that wall, man. That's what I'm saying, man. They need to balance the shit a little bit more, man. And think about before they do things and fix that netcode. That netcode still needs some fixing. It definitely does. But I just made this video to talk about how season 4 has been dead on PlayStation. It's been so hard to find matches these past few weeks, like really, really hard. That's why I haven't even been streaming too much Tekken because nobody's playing. So hopefully, more people will play, but I know it has to do a lot with everybody being on Wi-Fi on PlayStation and nobody playing against them. But it's also too because people just lost interest in Tekken, man. Unless Namco comes out with like a PS5 upgraded version of Tekken 7 that looks better and performs better, then it might get people interested. But I feel like a lot of people are moving on to different games now. Because Tekken 7 is old now, and the updates are not really adding any new flavor to the game. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like the customization in Tekken 7 is probably the weakest it's ever been. It's really limited what you could do with certain characters. The only characters that have like really cool customizations is like Dragunov, but that's like one character that you could actually switch, or Lars and shit. But most of the characters you can't really change the way they look too much. Like the customization is no good. So hopefully in future Tekken games, they'll make the customization a little bit better. But that's it for my video. I just want to discuss how like the season 4 killed Tekken on PlayStation. And like there's nobody that's playing, man. Hopefully more people start playing the game, man, and get it popping already again, man. Because that's what we need in the scene, man. We need more players, man. But it's dead, man. So thanks for watching, man, and I'll see you guys on my next stream and video. Peace out.